What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football, Houston Texans football. I know y'all seen the thumbnail. I know y'all read the title. That's why y'all here. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We about to compare who had a better start to the NFL career, CJ Stroud, Deshaun Watson. We're going to talk about, we're going to break it down. But before we get in there, like I've been telling y'all before, if you liking the content, man, make sure you liking the channel. Make sure you watching all the videos, you liking all the videos, you commenting on all the videos, you sharing all the videos on all social media platforms. Hey, we still trying to get this channel growing to 6,000 subscribers. So you know what that means. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. I need you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend, so they can tell some more friends. Put them on game, and let's get this channel growing and growing and growing. I definitely really appreciate this. Hey, let's get this channel growing. Definitely appreciate that. Now, like I said, we about to compare exactly CJ Stroud, Deshaun Watson. Who had the best start to their career? The Texans are now 3-3 going to their bye week. So CJ Stroud played 6 games. Deshaun Watson started 6 games. He played in 7. You know, he played the second half of the season opener versus Jacksonville Jaguars. But he only started in 6 games before he got hurt in 2017. So we're gonna compare their numbers. Both of them were 3-3. So we're gonna compare exactly and see who had a better start to their career. Now, like I said, in 2017, Deshaun Watson started 6 games. So this is only by his starts. It's not his complete numbers for his rookie year because, like I said, he played in that first half in the Jacksonville Jaguar game. So this is going off of only his starts. Deshaun Watson was 114 completions off of 181 attempts with a completion percentage of 62.7, thrown for 1,597 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, with a quarterback rating of 103.0 and averaging 8.8 yards per pass attempt. 3-3 was AFC Rookie of the Month for the month of October, and also AFC Player of the Month for the month of October, also in the 2017 season. CJ Stroud, he has 127 completions off of 213 attempts for a 59.6 completion percentage, 1,660 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, quarterback rating of 96.4, and averaging 7.8 yards per pass attempt. Now, both and like CJ Stroud, AFC Rookie of the Month, well, not AFC, just strictly Rookie of the Month for the month of September. He's probably not going to get Rookie of the Month for the month of October. We'll see, and I doubt he'll get AFC Player of the Month for the month of October as well. So both of them were 3-3 in their 6 starts. 6 starts. Deshaun Watson, really, like I said before, Deshaun Watson had a better cast of characters. I mean, he had Hopkins, he had Will Fuller. Say what you want about Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, to me, in that offense, is better than what we've seen out of Damian Pierce, especially if you add in the point that they also had Deontay Foreman as well. So the combination of Lamar Miller and Deontay Foreman is a better combination than what we've seen out of Damian Pierce and Singletary. And I know a lot of people don't like Bill O'Brien, but that offense that we seen in 2017, that Bill O'Brien / Clemson hybrid offense, was one of the best offenses that we seen ran. That's the reason why you had all those big plays downfield. That's the reason why Deshaun Watson was throwing, was averaging 8.8 yards per pass attempt, because of all those big plays downfield. I mean, he was throwing 50-yard bombs to Will Fuller, 47-yard bombs to Will Fuller. Like I said, he had Hopkins. He also had what's his name? Bruce Ellington as the slot receiver as well. Like, he had a lot of weapons, while CJ Stroud is out here dealing with Nico Collins, inconsistent Nico Collins, an old Robert Woods. We don't know exactly what we're getting out of Dalton Schultz. We not seeing Mitchell. We not really seeing Xavier Hutchinson. He missed Tank Dale for a game and a half, things like that. So that's the reason why the completion percentage and the yards per attempt is down. Now, again, he does have more yards than him, and also the same thing why Deshaun Watson got more touchdowns. But what you see out of CJ Stroud is more consistent play. With Deshaun Watson, like I said, he got 7 turnovers. You know, Deshaun Watson's rookie year had multiple games, and that 6-game stretch he threw double-digit interceptions. CJ Stroud in 6 games is only throwing 1 interception. Like, Deshaun Watson had 3 interceptions in that game against the Saints. I mean, against the Seahawks. Had 2 interceptions against the 2 interceptions against the Patriots, and also had 2 interceptions against the Cleveland Browns. No, it wasn't against the Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry, I take that back because he didn't throw an interception against the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, it was against the Titans, I think it was. When, like I said, CJ Stroud's only thrown one interception. And we gotta remember, like, Deshaun Watson took over a team that in the 2 previous years before we drafted Deshaun Watson won the AFC South. In the previous year, won a game and got to the divisional round. So he took over a team that went to back-to-back playoffs, and 1 year actually won a playoff game, while CJ Stroud, the 3 years previous before you drafted him, you talking about a team that earned the right to draft in the top 5. They had the 3rd pick in the draft. It was given to Miami because of the whole Tunsil trade. Had the 3rd pick again. Ended up taking Darius Stingley, and then end up having the 2nd pick, which they end up taking CJ Stroud. That's the type of situation that CJ Stroud has walked himself into. Also with a rookie head coach and also rookie offensive coordinator. While Bill O'Brien was the head coach for the 3 previous years before Deshaun Watson walked in. So it was more stability, like I said, better cast of characters, better weapons and things like that. And not to take away, because what we seen from Deshaun Watson his rookie year was phenomenal. We are not discrediting it. I mean, like I say, pass yards down the field, big plays, big chunk plays. It was very exciting. But from what we see, even though I know that, like I said, even though CJ's completion percentage is not great, it's at 59%, which is definitely below league average. I think league average is like 50. I think league average is like 62%, from 62, 63%. That's normally like league average around there. And like Deshaun Watson was barely at league average himself his rookie year. But the thing is, CJ's more careful with the football. CJ's dealing with a different type of cast of characters, and again, like I said before, what you see out of CJ Stroud, you're like, okay, hey, that we can duplicate that and get that over a 16, 17 game stretch, and that right there is something that we can build upon. Unlike Deshaun Watson, when he's throwing 5 touchdowns, it's exciting. He's throwing 5 touchdowns against the Chiefs. He's throwing 400 yards and 4 touchdowns against Seattle. You're not going to get that every single week. You're not going to get that every week. But what we see now, CJ's consistent. CJ didn't throw a touchdown week 1, right? Since then, he's throwing a touchdown in every out of his 6 starts. He's throwing a touchdown in the last 5. And outside the Falcons game, the Falcon game, and 4 of them, he's throwing double-digit touchdowns from a consistent pace. Constantly driving the ball downfield and put points on the board. Now, the last 2 weeks against the Falcons and against the Saints, we struggled a little bit. The offense took a little bit to get out again. Like I said, I think that has to do with Tank Dell not being on the field, and we definitely need to fix that and correct it. And obviously, like I said, CJ needs to get a bona fide number 1 receiver like Deshaun Watson had. Deshaun Watson really had 2 of them. He had 2 guys who he can count on, and Hopkins and then Will Fuller to get plays down the field. And you also had the sure hands and the consistent hands of Hopkins, who we were all saying back in 2017 was the best receiver in the league. So Deshaun Watson benefited from that. Now the offensive line, you probably want to give to CJ. You might want to give it to CJ because the offensive line back in 2017 was horrific. So CJ probably has a better offensive line. But from a weaponry standpoint, Deshaun Watson had a better surrounding around him. From a coaching standpoint, I know a lot of people don't like Bill O'Brien, but from a system, like from the way they ran their system, was he like said that whole Clemson hybrid, Bill O'Brien hybrid system that they ran was a very legitimate offensive system that we wanted to see more of, and that's part of the reason why we were so frustrated with Deshaun Watson and really more so Bill O'Brien, because we didn't see that offense going forward after that rookie year. We never seen that offense again because we wondered, like, man, what that offense really could have been if they would have kept that going. But CJ Stroud, we're seeing them install some things and do some things, and we still question the play calls and things like that. But we see things building, and we see what is going. And again, we have yet to see the best of CJ Stroud. You can make a case that 6-game stretch was the best that we've seen out of Deshaun Watson, because especially what you look at him do. I know he had his best numbers in 2020. But still, you only got 4 wins. You only got 4 wins. So you can make a case again that maybe that might have been the best from a statistical standpoint back in 2020. But you didn't feel good about that because you didn't like, oh man, we are from a feeling standpoint, that was really the best, because we were kind of frustrated back in 2019 and 2018 with the whole way the offense was again, because I said I think the offense was better. The way the offense was ran was better his rookie year and things like that. So we kind of felt a certain type of way. But what it is with CJ, we only know that these things can get better. We have not seen the best out of CJ Stroud by a long shot. We have yet to see the best out of CJ Stroud by a long shot, but we have, for the most part, possibly seen the best that we've seen out of Deshaun Watson in that first 6-game stretch. And both of them only won 3 games. They both went 3-3. They're both sitting 3-3 in the exact same spot. Both of them, exact same spot, both sitting at 3-3. So, like I said, I think that we see some things that we can build upon. I'm more encouraged from what I'm seeing out of CJ Stroud. I was excited from what I was seeing out of Deshaun Watson. I'm not gonna sit and act like I wasn't. I got all type of videos when I first started doing YouTube during the Deshaun Watson rookie year, how excited I was and how excited the fan base was. But this right here with CJ Stroud is a completely different animal. It really is. Like, this right here is something I can trust. I can trust this more. 'Cause I was saying it back then. When I was saying it back then, back in 2017, that this is not something that you can sustain. This is not going to be, we're not going to see 400 yards and 5 touchdowns a game. We're not going to see that constantly. Now, I know Patrick Mahomes kind of made it a little bit more difficult, but you see that starting to come back down a little bit. He's not doing all the things he was doing to get that 50 touchdown, 5,000 yards that he did his MVP, his first MVP season, and also the things he did last year. So we starting to see that kind of dip a little bit. But what you see now, CJ, that could go on for the rest of his career, and that's going to be conducive of winning eventually, especially when you start getting the parts and pieces around him, and the system starts building better and things like that, and you start getting more cohesion, and the offensive line finally gets fully intact. This is more encouraging in that situation. And like how he said in his press conference, like, the defenses are treating him like a great quarterback now. Like, the defense, like, right now, you can make a case that CJ is a top 10 quarterback as a rookie 6 games in. Honestly, you can make that case. Like, there's not that many quarterbacks really that you could look at, that you could really be like, you know what, I definitely take him over CJ. Like, obviously Patrick Mahomes, and possibly Joe Burrow without the injury. Then after that, it starts getting a little bit muddy. Like, it started being the conversation. Like, okay, Jalen Hurts, no, I think I'll lean with CJ. Brock Purdy, no, I think I'll lean with CJ. Justin Herbert, I think I'll lean with CJ. Like, you just don't name it. Josh Allen, I think I'll lean with CJ. Like you, or at the very least, it's something you be like, I don't know, maybe. Like, you kind of think about it a little bit. Like, really outside of Mahomes and Joe Burrow is really like the clear-cut definitive. Oh yeah. Now, some of y'all might feel a certain type of way, but with me, once you might start like it's something that you might start thinking about a little bit, and it's crazy because it's only 6 games in. That's only 6 games in, and he's not doing the spectacular things. Like, Deshaun Watson came out the gate throwing 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, 500 yards, and things like that coming out the gate. Patrick Mahomes come out the gate 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. So that's a little bit. It's more exciting. It's more attention grabbing. Like, oh yes, I'll take him. He's doing it from just straight efficiency. Boom, 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 touchdown. Boom, 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 drive, field goal. Boom, 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 drive, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's time to end the game. Boom, touchdown. The game is over. We put the kill shot on. Bam, there you go. That's what we're seeing out of him. And I like that. I like that a whole lot. The future is bright in Houston. But like I said, when you compare it to, yes, Deshaun Watson in his first 6 game starts had a phenomenal start. Like I said, he had good weaponry and things like that. And so the numbers don't really compare. The wins are the exact same. And like I said, that's why Deshaun Watson ended up getting AFC Player of the Month. The numbers of like I said, from win-loss standpoint, the same. I'm actually surprised that CJ got more passing yards. I actually thought that Deshaun had more passing yards. I'm actually surprised that CJ had more passing yards. But when I see that, when I sit up here and see that, I'm like, you know, even looking at that still, and also just going by the eye test, like, CJ just looked better. He just did. Yeah, it's like CJ just looked better. I know what we seen out of Deshaun Watson was exciting, but I'd rather take what I'm getting out of CJ Stroud now than what I was getting out of that 6 game straight with Deshaun Watson. Like, subscribe, comment below if you haven't clicked that bell, get more videos. I'll holla.